All demons and devils, not even bothering to wear our skin, whooping like a laugh track in an abattoir, and why not? I'm in on that joke. The best joke of all?
Many MMOs use individual races and classes to organize abilities and put your character's skill set into a box that's either very difficult, maybe costly, or impossible to change, unless you want to start a whole new character. This was the all-consuming reason I found the Secret World in the first place. The Secret World doesn't use a race or class system at all. Instead, everybody's a human, and you get to choose a combination of 2 weapons. The weapon types are 3 kinds of melee, 3 kinds of magic, and 3 kinds of firearms, for a total of 9 different weapon choices to mix and match. Choosing 2 weapons to make a combination helps your character in combat and keeps the game exciting. When I first found the abilities menu, I'll admit I was a bit intimidated. It's a wheel with different blocks, and before you know their significance, it looks like it's a mess. But that only lasts a few seconds before the system becomes clear. Your selected weapons have abilities you can unlock using ability points, or AP. As you progress through the center blocks, 6 new blocks will open up for your chosen weapon. If you look at the different abilities, they say what they do, for how long, and how much damage or support or healing they do. The damage and healing numbers are variables, and you'll notice that even basic and beginner abilities are far more effective later on. Now, the menu is a wheel for a reason. Funcom wanted an easy-to-use menu that also had its own little style, but they also want it to be abundantly clear that you, the player, aren't stuck with your current weapon build. The menu shows abilities for every weapon type because players have the opportunity to switch weapons at any time they want, provided they've allocated skill points into those weapons and they're not already in combat. In fact, as a player, you're encouraged to max out weapon types and move on to others. You don't even have to have a weapon type equipped to put points into it. I've been rolling around using elemental magic, but I put all my AP into blood magic. The skills menu is more straightforward. It shows the different weapon types and has drop-down bars that show progress with each one. While the abilities menu shows what you can do, the skills menu shows how effectively you use abilities. Weapons have 2 different types of progress, damage and something else. The extra rolls can vary between survivability, support, and healing. Even though the different weapons favor different party roles, all weapons are good for DPS, which is what most players want, especially when they're new. The skills menu also dictates the quality of weapons or talismans you can equip. I recommend putting skill points, or SP, into the different talisman skill bars early on, just to get them out of the way. The higher quality, also called QL, weapons and talismans you have equipped, the more effective all skills are. Weapons and talismans directly affect the variable damage and healing numbers you'll find when looking at abilities, so where you allocate skill points matters a lot. Not to worry though, because the Secret World dishes out experience like crazy. There are missions for all kinds of things. It's like the game wants an excuse to give you more AP and SP. Replay your missions, like a lot. If you find your character at a plateau and gaining experience is slower than usual, it's probably just because you're not doing enough missions.